VC, what's going on? I have a very, very wonderful friend in town. Randy LeMasters, guys.
VC, you finally seen me after all this time. I try to make videos, they don't work. It's like, you know, my image is backwards. I have an iMac. If anybody has an iMac and you can tell me how to reverse the video, that would be a great thing, because I can't figure it out for nothing.
It's not happening for you.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid not.
Well, we finally got Randy here. Now, a little background. Randy LeMasters is a longtime friend and fan of mine who proudly put out Digital Sex on CD in America, 1994, about 10 years after the fact.
That's right.
And Glass Orchid Aftermath, Mark Ditch, you're from Pittsburgh. You used to shop at Randy's shop, so here we are. And Randy's in town right quick because he is re-released. This is the very first ever release of which should have been the first album by The Millions. The Millions, yeah.
Who had 2 albums out through Polygram in the 1990s, Emma's for Millions and Raquel.
On Smash, was it?
Smash was Emma's for Millions.
Mm-hmm.
Raquel was Polygram Germany, and here in America it was like Thermometer Sound System, some company that went out of business.
There we go.
But the very first record of theirs that should have come out, they recorded in Los Angeles, 1990. It was called Poison Fish. And without getting too graphic and juicy in the details, basically somebody held the band hostage. They were like, okay, we will give you this Millions album, but you have to take our entire catalog as well. And I'm not going to say the label. You might be able to figure it out if you look it up.
Yeah.
They were a cool, hip label, but they held the Millions hostage.
So
and
sad. So sad.
Geffen was ready to give the Millions a deal.
Ooh, that would have been something.
Atlantic was willing to give them a deal.
Wow.
But this guy who was supposedly looking after the band's interests, he was just looking after himself.
Wow.
So the album was never released. So here we are, all these years later. I've become the curator of The Millions, and this is Volume 1 of The Millions Archives.
Yeah.
Poison Fish, which is a 14-song album, and there's 7 bonus tracks from the same era, like 1989 through 90. And the unthinkable has happened, like when I put out the Digital Sex CD in 1994, and here the band gets together and does almost 6 months worth of work together. The Millions, who have not played a live show since 1995, are playing a show Saturday night, December 1st, in Lincoln.
It's pretty awesome.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Who was in For Against from the band?
Harry Dingman, guitars,
Harry.
And Greg Hill on drums. Now, Greg will not be part of this. Greg has retired from the music business. He hasn't played drums, honestly, since the Millions called it a day back in 1995. Wow. So that's a long time.
Wow. So I know that some of my Grecian friends, big For Against fans.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's right.
You know, this is you want to get this, okay?
Oh, Harry's guitar is, I mean, it's just unbelievable. His playing is, along with Dereck, I think they're the 2 of the most inventive American guitarists of all time.
Randy.
And here they live within what? You know, what's Lincoln?
Yeah, it's less than an hour.
It's less than an hour drive. You've got these incredible talents living here in Nebraska, and it's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you like For Against, you're going to like this because of Harry playing guitar. The singer, if you've never heard her, female singer named Lori Allison, she has like a classically trained voice that is, I think, probably one of the best American voices, female voices ever.
She makes me think of Tanya Donnelly a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But she can hit these notes that would just, if we had hair, it would be standing on end. You know?
I'll tell you what, I wanted to get on here and, you know, just say something to you guys with Randy. We're about to go out to dinner. We have a lot of catching up to do. How long has it been since we've seen each other?
2003, so 9 years.
Yeah.
It's been way too long.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. But I wanted to give Randy an opportunity to talk about this because, again, this is pretty special, actually. This is pretty special.
It's very exciting. It's absolutely exciting. It's out on my little label, Randy's Alternative Music, which I had a record store in the 90s. And
right.
Digital Sex was my very first CD release.
Yeah, I'm proud to be on there, you know.
Oh, thank you.
I want to also say that you folks that are collecting me, you can buy the Digital Sex CD from Randy.
That's right.
He's got it. And he remastered it. It also has a couple of tracks from my first solo EPs. So You know,
Dream music.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh man, yeah.
You can't find it. I mean, you
That's
can't
right.
find the records, so you
That's
can
right.
get the music on this. So I'll put the links to. Do you have a website, or would it be your
Well, right now, the best way to contact me is I've got a Randy's Alternative Music page up on Facebook.
on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
we'll do that.
my email address is randysmusic@verizon.net. You can write me. $10 for a CD.
I mean, you can't beat that.
Especially because if you've gone on Discogs and you start looking and it's like, ooh, Dereck Higgins, and it's like, oh, $100 for this, and I've seen people digital sex, $50, $60.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? I got a bunch of them. Buy them for me.
Yeah,
please.
buy them from Randy, seriously, because that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And it's folks like Randy that allow music to remain alive. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're one of the people who you love the music so much that you make it come alive. You know what I'm saying? Not a bunch of talk, but you do.
Yeah.
And you know, when the digital sex thing happened in '94, I was done with music. Seriously, you remember that? I was done.
Oh, I there was a time. I mean, you'll find this hard to believe, people watching this. I mean, there was a time when Dereck was not making music.
I was done.
He was just completely done with it, and he had made me copies of his early cassettes, and then I was able to get both. You gave me the first 7-inch, and then later I got the second 7-inch, and it was just like, this music is too good to just be sitting here, and people are gonna love this. It's not just me. I know it's not. And then Dereck said, "Well, I got all this other stuff that I've been recording over the years, you know," and he made me copies of this, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know. You got to share your gift with the world.
We're working on it. I have another 12-inch coming out early next year.
Awesome.
I just applied for a grant, not a grant, but a artist residency, and it's a whole nother. It's part of that. You know, we'll see if I get it, but if I get it, it's going to be a music-based project. It'll be a 2-year thing. I haven't said anything about this yet because I just put in the application. So. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this rolling, folks. You know what I'm saying? But
we want to keep it rolling, right?
But I have you to thank. I have Randy to thank, folks. You know that I'm here talking about my music. So we're gonna go eat, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right. God bless.